My name is Maya Mazuz. I'm from אולפנת במדבר in Be'er We are living in the shoot of Israel. My friends and I decided to do explanation video about the situation that Israel is standing, the difficult situation. We are girls from the whole age and we want to show you the authentic truth about what happening here and how any of us have been through this. And we want to tell you that this is the truth, this is what happened in the 7th of October because of Hamas. And Am Israel Chai.
Hi, my name is Diana and I am 17 years old and I immigrated to Israel from Iran 5 years ago. I lived in Iran for 12 years and I know what it's like to be under an Islamic regime, and I know the difficulties, the discomfort and the uncertainty as someone Jewish who lived in Iran. And now I want to tell you what happened in Israel on Shabbat and Simchat Torah. Israel saw significant escalation in violence when rockets and missiles were launched by the terrorist organization Hamas in Gaza on October 7th, leading to widespread alarms and people seeking shelter. Hamas militants infiltrated Israeli territory in well-planned missions to our cities, destroyed villages, and held people hostage in their homes. Unfortunately, terrorists also attacked gatherings of young people in southern Israel, leading to casualties and the abduction of women, boys, girls, children, and babies, with reports of death and injuries. This has resulted in significant loss of innocent civilian life, injuries, and kidnappings. The situation is very worrying. During such difficult times, we expect you to stand by Israel with understanding and support.
Hi, my name is Oda, and I live in a certain site in Israel. Recently, I've heard about a lot of opinion in the world, but I can't understand the opinion that's supporting Hamas. The war, Xarabot Barzel, started by Hamas. Hamas sent to Israel a lot of rockets. They raided on the kibbutzim in Israel, killed and keep pending Jewish people, babies, kids, adults, elders. I have never seen tragedy like this before. I think that I can only imagine this in the movies or story. When ISIS did their terrorism, everyone stood to discourage them. So what right now? What with Hamas? It's the same story. I stand with Israel. Am Israel Chai.
On Saturday morning, October 7, there was an attack by Hamas from the Gaza Strip into Israel. Hamas sent rockets to Israeli cities, and terrorists broke into Israeli territory and caused destruction. In addition, the terrorists attacked a party of young people and shoot everywhere, kidnap women, boys, girls, children, and babies, and brought them to the Gaza Strip. They murdered people, and more than 2,000 people were injured. So because of this, you need to support Israel and stand with Israel.
My name is Avia and I'm from Be'er, Israel, and I want you to know what we have been through the last few weeks. We had a lot of alarms from Gaza. Our regular life stopped. We don't go to school and we always close to shelters. People we know go to army. People are murdered and kidnapped and also injured. But we stay strong. We stand with Israel.
Since the terrible day on the 7th of October, my country is under terrorist attack by Hamas ISIS. My country is under fire. More than 1,400 people in my country were massacred, murdered, and kidnapped just because they were Jewish. Some of them were adults, children, and even babies. To whom sound logical? To no one. So now I call you to be with the good side of humanity. Stand with Israel.
Hello, my name is Barakat. I'm 17 years old living in Israel. On the 7th of October, my country has been facing one of the most horrible things that ever happened to us since the Holocaust. A terrorist organization named Hamas murdered 1,400 people, including my own cousin. And over 200 people has been kidnapped into Gaza. And I am asking the world, where is humanity? When did you stop condemning things like rape, cutting heads off, burning people alive? You condemn ISIS. Why didn't you condemn Hamas? Hamas is ISIS. And there is one of you out there who not only just not condemning, but also supporting. So I'm asking you, world, where did your humanity go? You don't have to be an Israeli. You don't have to be a Jew to support us against this terrorist organization. You only have to be a human. Be human. Stand with Israel.
October 7, a holiday in Israel. Israeli people wake up because of sirens heard throughout the country at 6 a.m. What we intentionally thought was a normal missile attack turned out to be a horrific terrorist attack. Almost 2,000 terrorists who call themselves the Freedom Fighters broke through the fences they separating Gaza from Israel on motorcycles and jeeps and drove to all the nearby cities and kibbutzim. They murdered, raped, burned people alive, kidnapped people into Gaza, without even showing mercy to children, women, and adults. They even filmed everything and uploaded it to social media, proud of what they did, and there are still people who support them. There was even a nature party attended by 3,000 citizens, and the freedom fighters started shooting at everyone and killing them all. The IDF, who arrived later, said it looked like a carpet of dead bodies, and still people think what they did was okay. Now I ask you, what would you do if 7,000 missiles were fired at you? What would you do if they killed 1,400 people you know and injured 5,000 more? What would you do if 200 civilians, innocent people, were kidnapped, of which at least 30 of them were small children? Would you stand by and let them do it, or would you fight back? Israel has the right to defend itself.